Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Social Live. I feel like I give weather reports every week, but it is a bright, sunny day here in New York City, and we've got lots of social media news.
Yes, it is gorgeous out in New York this week. We are having a very, very fortunate week. I'm excited to be outside and enjoy the New York City rooftops.
Summer is finally here, and with summer comes breaking social media news. Every summer, we're breaking it down.
Or every week, we're breaking it down.
This is true.
Should we just get to it, or we have a giveaway today, and we have a very special guest, and obviously we'll get to the guest at the end of the show, but today we have Instagrammer and YouTuber Josh Katz, who is an amazing photographer. And if you share this episode, you will be entered to win a free photography course from Josh.
Ooh, I want to win
that.
this.
I want to win this too. If you follow me on Instagram, you'll know that I need to win this. I need to step up my photography game.
Maybe you can learn how to take better lit selfies.
Maybe he'll teach us something today.
I'm excited. Well, let's get to it because Instagram broke a lot of news yesterday.
Yes. So Instagram broke the time well spent feature, which I know this is something that you talked about a few weeks ago or a month ago when you were hosting with Jules when I was on hiatus. But I'm back to tell you that it's actually coming. I saw screenshots. And now Instagram is going to report to its users how long you are spending on the app. And I think you can set alerts and say, okay, I only want to spend 15, 20, 5 hours today. Alert me when I get there. And now you will, which I think is really great because I'm actually kind of scared to learn how much time I spend on Instagram.
If you had to guess, what would you say? How many hours a day combined or total minutes?
Maybe I want to say an hour, but it's probably a lot more.
How much time are you spending before you go to bed when we know you're not watching TV or watching Instagram stories?
Maybe 20 minutes.
That's it?
I don't know. It feels like 20 minutes, or maybe it's 3 hours. I don't know.
We will find out. And I do think it's great that they're going to allow you to set the amount of time you want to spend. So you can say, only want to spend an hour a day.
But they're not going to block you.
Of course they're not going to block you.
They're just going to alert you to the fact that happened.
And then
you'll decide, do you want to keep it, let it roll, or walk away?
Let it ride. Self-control, yes or no? I probably will not have the self-control to put my phone down.
I'll bet on that.
Yes. In other news, Facebook yesterday, we talked about this a few weeks ago, but they have officially launched their brand collaboration search engine for creators. And what this means is now there's essentially a database of Facebook influencers on Facebook where brands can choose if there's specific influencers they want to work with based on who their followers are, what their reach is. And it's going to make it really easy for brands to connect directly with creators. And right now, Facebook isn't charging a cut of whatever the deal is between the influencer and the brand. But one, I bet that will eventually come. And two, if they're launching this now with Facebook, you better believe they're going to end up doing this with Instagram. What do you think?
They're absolutely going to attempt to. So influencer marketing is a $1 billion industry, and Facebook really gets no part in that. They are completely cut out. So this is their way of getting in on the action. And in theory, it sounds great. But we'll see what actually happens because, influencers are used to creating content in their very, unique, specific way. So we'll see if we can get them or Facebook can get them to adopt to this new creators platform, and we'll see how it works. But
and just because there is a platform for brands to reach out directly to the influencers, it doesn't mean there's not a need for agencies like ours to be able to put together what these programs should look like, what the deliverables should be, how often the influencers should be posting, and then how to track the results of the campaign. So it's good there's going to be an additional tool, but there's already so many tools that are out there to be able to do this.
Really, the main benefit is for Facebook.
Yes.
But all of the same, process of selecting influencers will remain the same.
Yeah.
All right, and more Facebook news, and I know, Stephanie, you're very excited about this update. Facebook is getting in on the game show action. So I think they were getting jealous of what HQ has been doing for, has it been a year yet? Maybe.
It's been
It's been a little while.
Not a year yet, but I think it's getting
Facebook
there.
saw some traction. They saw that HQ was generating a lot of buzz, millions of users were joining, and now they want in on the action. So they are creating their own game show platform with interactive video, and they are going to be partnering with Fresno's What's in the Box, where viewers can guess what's inside, and BuzzFeed's news Outside Your Bubble, where contestants have to guess what their opponents are thinking. So I think that this is a really, really great move on Facebook's part. They just love copying, other platforms. But if I was Mark Zuckerberg, I'd probably do the same thing.
I would too. But I'm an HQD for life.
But I have a feeling, Stephanie, you're going to play these game shows too. I
will. I love it.
I know you will.
Game show. And I got an email from Wheel of Fortune the other day to audition. I think I'm going to send in an audition tape.
I think you should.
How do you think I do on Wheel of Fortune?
I think you probably already have.
I haven't yet. I have the email starred. I think Jules is giving the thumbs up in the back there.
Well, I actually would love to be on Family Feud. That's my dream game show that I would love to be on.
Well, if you want to be on it only takes one thing: applying. If you don't apply, you can't get on.
Well, you have to coordinate with the family.
Here's our new show.
Hard to coordinate
Stephanie and Courtney take on every game show across America. Let's apply to every game show.
I just want to be on Family Feud.
Okay.
And maybe I would do Wheel of Fortune, but that's it.
I think we'd be good on Wheel of Fortune, but I'm going to apply with Greg because it said spouses, even though we're technically spouses too.
Okay, well, we'll try for that one too.
And in one more update on influencer marketing, Unilever shared this past week that they're really going to be cracking down on the influencers that they work with because they want to avoid working with influencers who have bought fake followers. And we have called ourselves the fake follower police for how many years now? I'd say 3+ years. We've called ourselves the fake follower police. And it's interesting to me.
We need little police hats.
I know. It's interesting to me. Jules, can you make us some fake follower police hats?
Can someone go to Party City today? We want to roam the streets looking for these fake influencers and arrest them.
This is what I was surprised about.
Put them in social media jail.
Let me get to my point.
Yeah.
I was surprised that Unilever just came out with this, saying that they're going to be cracking down on this because this has been going on for years where influencers have been buying fake followers and then essentially tricking brands into working with them, trying to charge them more money based on the number of followers that they have. But over the years, brands have gotten savvy. I would like to think in part to education that agencies like ours have provided them with, saying just because an influencer has millions of followers, one, it doesn't mean their followers are real, and it doesn't mean that their followers are in the right demographic of who you're looking to reach. So props to Unilever for actually publicly coming out and talking about this, because I think it will bring more awareness now to other brands and what's really going on. But I will say at the end of the day, let me get off my soapbox, give me one more second, that influencers can do a lot of really great things for brands, and we're going to be talking to Josh in just a minute about this.
Can I say something?
Go ahead.
I saw an influencer that I follow post this yesterday. So not only are brands actually talking about this, but some influencers are talking about it too. And I just want to shout out to Katz. I think that's how you pronounce her name. She actually took a screenshot of an email that she got where this person was telling her that she can pay $1 for 1,000 likes and views, $10 for 10,000 likes and views, and on Instagram, $8 for 1,000 followers. So that's how cheap it is, and that's how easy it is to get followers.
So you have to do your research and make sure that the influencers you're working with for your brand have the right followers for your brand to get results. Because it's all about the results and the bottom line.
Exactly, and there are a lot of tools out there where you can measure all of this.
Yes.
So.
Well, speaking of amazing influencers who don't have fake followers, right, Josh? We'd love to welcome Josh Katz to the show. Come on over.
So I just want to share really quick, as far as fake followers go, I'm legit. However, if anyone forgot to get a good Father's Day for their dads, I bought my dad 10,000 followers last year, and he got a real kick out of it. So, maybe
my mom asked you to buy her followers too.
That's so funny.
Doesn't cost a lot, clearly. How much did you pay?
Are brands reaching out to your dad now?
No, it fell apart really quickly, interestingly enough. He had 10,000 followers in a matter of like an hour, And then over the course of the next 3 months, they all slowly trickled away.
Yes.
But his self-esteem did not. So that's all really good.
So he walks around the street feeling like 10,000 people genuinely follow and like me.
Yeah.
That is a
to
great
brands,
tip for
you know?
anyone looking to make their parents happy. Buy them a ton of followers and make them feel really special.
Yeah, your parents can be influencers too, or fake influencers, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, we can make a whole fake influencer academy.
That's so funny.
Well, your Instagram feed is very unique. I know you started out with a certain focus and now have evolved into photography. I would love for you to share with everyone a little bit more about how you got started and what you're influencing.
Sure. So I've been in the internet game for probably 12 years now. It started off entirely with just skateboarding and primarily on YouTube. And over the course of the last 2 years or so, it's been a slow, progressive transition into photography. And I call it the digital self-actualization process, in that I kind of grew frustrated just posting up skateboarding content and not really doing anything interesting with it. And everyone's doing it now because of iPhones and oversaturation. I'm like, how can I actually make the internet a better place? And teaching photography seemed to be that answer, because it's, it's a little more wholesome, it's earnest. I'm making more of a difference, which is my favorite thing in the world.
I love that. I love that. So when would you say you started seeing an increase in your following?
So honestly, I never had this like massive spike of prominence. It's more been this just casual, progressive growth over the last 12 years. So it's all over the place. Sometimes things are crazy, sometimes things mellow out, but I'm still chugging along.
And you focus mostly on Instagram and on YouTube. Are you posting the same content on both platforms? How do you choose where to share?
To me, Instagram is a bit of like a legitimizer. Mm-hmm. So YouTube is going to be, a 15-minute, really dense tutorial for beginners or anything. Camera reviews. It's very technical in a way. Versus Instagram is like, hey, just so you know, guys, I also take lots of photos and am active in traveling and doing all this stuff. So it makes you seem cool. Instagram's like the flashy, stylized feed, whereas YouTube is like the, oh yeah, I also know my stuff. Yeah. And I feel like they work in a really beautiful balance, but there's definitely unique content for both.
Yeah. I love that. I love that. So you started on social media posting skateboard videos, which we already talked about, and then how have you seen social media change skateboarding as a sport and a tool for skaters?
Oh, see, that's a great question. It's been wild, really. So with the dawn of Instagram, basically it went from people like me got their start and could rise up online because no one else was doing it. When I first started posting skateboarding videos, I was 9 years old, and no one else was really posting amateurish stuff because you had to have a weird, junky video camera and work with horrible editing software and this whole process, and YouTube was new. And there was nothing really to be gained from it except influence. There was no money in it, et cetera, et cetera. Versus now you have Instagram, which is like the dawn of anyone films anything ever. So there's so much more access. And I think as a result, as far as influencing goes, it's harder. It's way more saturated. But as far as the progress of skateboarding goes, it's so exciting because anything that's ever been done, this random person in Brazil that did a cool maneuver is now just going to be blown out and everyone's going to see it, versus that person unless they had their like official sponsors and cool. Everyone has a platform. It's the democratization of skateboarding in a way. So
can we make my dog famous on Instagram skateboarding?
I think that's the next step. Yeah, the democratization of dog content.
Yes.
Thank God for Instagram.
Thank goodness. Otherwise, what would we do? How would we keep smiling all day long? Can you tell us a little bit about how you've been able to work with brands and monetize your social? Sure.
So working with brands is definitely a huge part of the business, and lots of opportunities, very fortunately, have come my way recently. So it's all over the place. So with skateboarding, I was working with some really fun brands like Mountain Dew and Axe, and then transitioning into photo, I worked with Adobe last week, and Adorama, all kinds of cool stuff is in the works. And yeah, it's really fun. They let me take these bigger risks on content that I wouldn't be doing otherwise, and it's a real treat.
Are they reaching out to you? Are you reaching out to them? How does that whole process work for you?
It's a bit of both. I found that typically it's them reaching out to me, just because they have their campaigns and you have to fit into it, versus to reach out to someone, like free product is one thing, and I feel like a lot of influencers love that game, but as far as actual like real paid content, not all brands on a whim are excited to just create a campaign around you unless you're this like mega celebrity influencer. And I'd say I'm more middle class kind of influencer in a way.
Are you spending all your time doing this now, or are you going to start a full-time job, or is this your thing?
This is my thing. I mean, I'm messing around on the internet. I have so many different things I do, and social media is just like one thing, and who knows how long I'll be in it. But for now, it's fun. I'm riding a wave. I'm enjoying it, and it's, for whatever reason, paying back, which is cool.
Awesome.
Well, let's talk about your photography. So would you say you have a specific style?
So my main thing is teaching photography, for sure. So teaching beginners is my favorite thing. And with that, I want to be very diversified. So my favorite things to shoot ever are just street photography and landscape stuff, like going to national parks, doing the whole nature thing, camping, all that. But to be a good teacher, you have to be good at everything. And I don't want to put myself in the pool of fighting with other professional photographers to take the best photos. I want to take good photos, but the main thing is being able to conceptualize the learning process more than anything. So, yeah, I want to be very diversified with everything I shoot.
Can you tell us a little bit about your online photography program?
Sure. So just about a month ago, I dropped a 9-hour-long beginner photography course on Udemy, and it's outdoor photography, but it's pretty much everything. It's very extensive, so it covers everything from starting off selecting the best camera gear possible at a very affordable rate to tons of intense, technical, but very digestible courses on shooting different subjects like astrophotography, shooting stars, shooting portraits, shooting landscapes, shooting urban photography, cityscapes, all that stuff.
Wow.
And then also editing your stuff in Lightroom, and finally marketing your work online with social media and building websites.
I want to take this 9 hours. So I wouldn't take it 9 hours at once. I would do an hour a day. Is that
break it up.
Okay?
I mean, it's 72 individual videos, so you can actually really go at your own pace, and there are all these activities. It's fun, and yeah, I take it slow.
And we're giving one away. We're giving away a coupon code.
Yes, so we're going to be giving one of these away for free, and then we also have a coupon code for anyone else that wants to grab it at a discount.
Amazing. Well, start sharing this episode. Comment below if you want to win Josh's online photography course. Courtney's going to be sharing this.
Absolutely.
I'm going to be sharing. I think everyone here is going to want to win. And we're also giving away a discount code, which we will be sharing in the comments below. Thank you so much for coming on Social Live today. This was months in the making and so much fun.
Yeah, I'm glad it finally happened. This was a treat.
Yes. Can you tell everyone where to follow you on YouTube? You can hold up your YouTube sign, on Instagram.
Sure. So youtube.com/Josh Katz. Instagram is just Josh Katz, Katz. And yeah, check me out, inflate my self-esteem, and follow me.
And what about your dad's Instagram?
Oh.
Let's get him some followers.
We'll get him some
too.
real followers.
Some
We'll
real
get him at
followers.
least 10 people here
Actually,
today.
he prefers fake followers.
You told you that?
No, if you want to follow my dad, he makes memes. His account is Cat100, CAT100. And he also manages my dog's Instagram, which is also all memes.
Oh, we have to have our dogs follow each other.
Yeah, we can.
What's your
We'll do
dog's
some.
Instagram?
We'll do some exchanging.
It's Cat's dog.
That's great. KATZDOG.
I think it's KATZZ, two Z's, _ dog, or
If you're gonna sell your dog's account, you gotta know
it's great
it.
content. The handle could be improved. I'll say
Okay,
that.
all right. We're gonna fix all of this up right after,
Yes.
and we will post all of the links below so you can follow all of Josh's family. And thank you guys so much for tuning in. Be sure to comment below if you want to win Josh's photography course and program, and we will see you guys next week, same time, same place, and fingers crossed for more sunshine. Have a good week, guys. Bye.
Bye.